period. That's the 24-hour period when he starts work. So if we take an example where the driver starts work at 7 o'clock in the morning, if he worked his maximum shift, the maximum that he's allowed in the regulations, that allows him a 15-hour duty. We add 15 hours to 7 a.m., we end up at 10 p.m. Now, this is Thursday, so the driver realises that he's had 3 reduced periods of rest in the week so far, so he knows he's required to take a regular daily rest. That regular daily rest, of course, needs to be 11 hours. Now, if we take 11, or if we add 11 hours to 10 o'clock, we end up at 9 a.m. the next morning. And many drivers think they've complied with the regulation. They've not exceeded the maximum duty. They've had a full regular rest. But if we look at this logically, with the requirement in mind that he must take his rest within the 24-hour period of starting work, 24 hours on from 7 o'clock that morning is, of course, 7 o'clock the next morning. So in legal terms, this driver's not had an 11-hour rest. He has actually had a 9-hour daily rest. And there is absolutely nothing the driver can do about it at this point. This driver could potentially go off on 2 weeks annual holiday at this point, but he has still had insufficient daily rest in the period starting at 7 a.m. on this day. So he could find himself coming back to fixed penalty, summons, or other enforcement action. Okay? So if a driver works these shifts, he's really got to plan them from the start and think, if I'm finishing at 7, by 7 o'clock the next morning, I must have been able to get my full, in this case, regular daily rest in that period. And if he works backwards then from 7 o'clock the next morning, he will find he shouldn't have worked up until 10. He would have to come back to 8 o'clock.